Let's take a few moments to reconnect with the body and the breath. Or sliding into presence, stabilizing a bit with the hands and the breath, and then opening, allowing this moment to be what it is. And feeling stillness and presence, still presence throughout the body. Heart like the sky, open-hearted awareness. And within that open-hearted awareness, everything can come and go. Nothing is excluded. Nothing is too much. Just resting. Could you allow yourself to find a place of rest in the midst of your experience? Then when you notice that you emphasize a story, that is not a problem, but the possibility is to unhook and to drop back into the groundlessness, into the stillness. And returning and resting. Effortless meditation. And then towards the end of this weekend, we can appreciate, rejoice in the fact that we have had this time together, that the conditions came together, and that there were people taking the time and the money to be here, organizing this appreciating our connection with the Tibetan tradition, with the Dalai Lama and the Karmapa. How fortunate. And whatever goodness was created, whatever goodness arose, whatever inspiration, positive energy arose in this weekend, we share, we dedicate, we give away, so that this moment and this weekend remains a source of inspiration and guidance for us to make our life more beneficial for others. So may the benefit of this weekend nurture and protect and guide all living beings. So I would like to mention a few books and possibilities, so that there can be a sense of continuation. And there is no rush, so you don't need to feel like you need to buy all these books, and so really take your, follow your preferences, follow your pace. You are going to make it, so relax. You can't. It does not work to push. So most important is to relax. Most important is to enjoy, to soften. You're not missing out if you don't read this book or that book, or it's you can't miss out. And it will come. It will come at the right time. So it will come when you need it. When you're ready to hear this or that, or find this or that. There's an angel just particular appointed to you And it's just like waiting for you to be ready for the flyer, be ready for the dream, or the teaching, or the teacher, or so a beautiful introduction into the tantric view is this book by Lama Yeshe, which is translated into Finnish. And there is a particular chapter on the nature of mind, where you will recognize a lot of the things I said. It's called I think it's called the nature of mind, or the spaciousness of mind. And then there is the exploration and study and the meditation on emptiness or selflessness, seeing it, and it's time for you to see it, not to stay on a intellectual level, but really see that there is nobody at home. And so Lama Zopa is a wonderful teacher of the teachings on emptiness, coming from his own insight, from his own experience. So there's some transcripts and books and teachings. And it is said in the Tibetan tradition that the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa, who is the founder of the Gelug tradition, that they are the most precise. So, and there's quite a lot of books. And don't feel it's like philosophical. I don't read this. What has this to do with my life? It's too philosophical. What has this to do with my daily life? It has a lot to do with your daily life. Because at the core of your daily life and the stress of your daily life is this belief that there is an independent, separate self. And since that belief is really at the core in each moment, it takes some reflection, some looking. So, books, Introduction into Emptiness, and it's really worth to read about it, and to contemplate while you read, to look while you read. Then quite a lot from what I said this weekend comes from the latest book of Tara Brach, which is it's a book called True Refuge. So in which she presents the RAIN model quite in detail and with many examples. There's also a few talks about the RAIN model by Tara Brach, YouTube talks, but also I have also some YouTube talks. So if you on YouTube Google my name and RAIN, then you will find, I think, 2 or 3 talks about this steps. And also these 3 attitudes and the 3 qualities of the Buddha nature, she is also bringing that up in her book, which is interesting because she is a teacher from the insight meditation, but so she brings this teachings from the Mahayana tradition, from the tantric tradition, into her approach, into her work. I have quite a lot of guided meditations on a website called SoundCloud, Um, so if you go there and search with my name, there's like 30 guided meditations. Quite a lot of them in the style of in the coming from the resultant view, pointing to that which is already here. But also self-compassion and some breathing meditation and a body scan and Tonglen also. I didn't get to talk about Tonglen. I didn't want to make more this weekend, but if you're interested in, there's also some YouTube talks about Tonglen, the 4 stages of Tonglen. My website is, well, the website of my wife and me is mindfuldreaming.org. So there you can see the retreats we offer, or I'm also offering sometimes online courses with video conferencing, which works quite well, and leading retreats. Yeah, so Pema Chodron, the compassionate abiding, you can Google that. There's a transcript. I don't have it with me now, but it's called compassionate abiding. So you can download that, and then you find those steps of the compassionate abiding. The story I read yesterday came from a book by Dzogchen Rinpoche, called Open Heart and Open Mind. And this is a nice book about, a very personal book, where he writes about his life experiences and his retreats and how he was educated. It's a nice reading, and in the same time you get an introduction into the resultant view, into the Dzogchen view, the view of the great perfection. Yeah, it is worth to have a daily sitting, and in the beginning you can be guided by guided meditations. So you can try with one of mine meditations, and Tara Brach has a lot of guided meditations. And of course there's all kinds of different teachers who offer guided meditations, so I'm sure you will find something which speaks to you, and just start. I mean, it's just like try it out, and then sometimes it can be like there's so much, so I don't know what to do, so I rather let it. I don't do anything. So then, just. I mean, these teachers like Tara Brach, Pema Chodron, they are trustworthy teachers. So then it's more a matter of do you like it? Does it fit what you need? But definitely what they do is trustworthy. Yeah. Are there any questions about the weekend, or something regarding material or your own practice? That's great. Okay. Thank you very much for coming and being here. I really enjoyed your presence and I enjoyed to stay in the forest. So thank you, both of you, for taking care of that. Thank you for organizing. And thank you for cooking. And then we will see when I come back. And I think the next teacher will be Sangye Kato. Yes. So she will come after summer or in summer? In summer, in June. And I guess you are aware that the teachings she gives in Copenhagen, that they are live streamed. So you can actually, every Tuesday and Thursday, you can join her in Copenhagen, teaching in Copenhagen. So even if you don't have meetings here, you can have a sense of continuity and feeling part of the Sangha. Okay.
So
that's it.
Before I thank you, I would just mention about Venerable Sangye Katra, who is giving these teachings especially on Thursday. I didn't know that these are also live streamed on Tuesday evening, but on Thursday evenings in Finnish time from 8 to 10 there is going a preparatory course for basic program, what is an extensive program which starts in Copenhagen in next September or something, around in the later part of this year. And this there is, I don't know, maybe there is going now the second module in this preparatory course. And regarding these 4 modules which are in this preparatory course, she will visit us in June. So I hope that you can, if you are interested in, so please come to see her. And many of you may see her also already when she was here in was it in January, February maybe, yes. I'm a bit clumsy in my, not clumsy, but my mind is shady because I have a lot of routine with my little daughter, so I can't keep all the dates clear in my mind. But there are a lot of happening here. So, but thank you, not but, thank you that you are visiting us. I don't know, was this, you have been here 9 years or 8 years ago, like first time, and that was when you were still roped, and we have here long development in teachings, and your style is very refreshing to have a teacher like you giving advices from our own point of view and from like in an unroped style. So I really like that. I think it's very important and helpful for us to see both sides, and it's really helpful for our thinking. Many thoughts were arising during these 2 hours I could spend with you today. So here is
thank you.
Donation, sorry.
Thank you. Good luck.